Hey everybody, it's DJ from Cigarscenescreen, coming in with this evening smoke with you. Um, Tonight I'm having a factory smoke sun-grown Churchill. It tends to be one of my go-tos nowadays. Um, where I'm at, there's not a lot of places to get cigars. Frankly, there's one. It's a smoke shop. Vape juice, CBD, those type of products, the legal Delta 9, THC, stuff like that. They kind of focus on that real heavy. Cigars is just something kind of new that they're really realizing that there's a market for. But it's one of those things where, the people have to learn, your retailer has to learn precisely everything that goes into carrying premium cigars. And frankly, there's just, only so much that I can do. Some of the attitudes, you don't want to rub people the wrong way. At the same time, I want to have a good product, but I don't want to be that person that's going in trying to point out everything that somebody's doing wrong. There's like a small chain of these that's in, Southern Ohio, into West Virginia, Northeastern Kentucky type of deal. And apparently, they feel really good about themselves because they are at 2 humidors now, like 2 of the case humidors. And seem to be pushing more cigars than any of the other stores within that chain. But I go in and like the humidification devices is halfway up the case. So like my bottom sticks that I get, they're kind of the only price point that is reflective of what they should be on the market. And not only that, but expendable income right now in my life is very short. I've been there before. I've been like totally without. I gave up cigars for quite some time, but these things are just like beat to hell just from being in the bottom, not proper circulation in those humidors. And but I don't have the 3 weeks plus, that it would take to bring these back up to par. So like, even a simple punch cut sometimes can, flick up these wrappers and, just cause a drier smoke for sure, but I try to take it real slow, nice and easy. Anytime I do get my hands on a few sticks, I try to enjoy them. When you get into certain situations, you learn to appreciate much better. So what I would have normally turned my nose at, this thing smokes like a diamond crown, you hear me? But I don't think it's really like my goal to stay in this area. I've got family here and stuff like that, but it's kind of like a pop in, pop out, find some place to reestablish myself, within the industry, in the tobacco business. As a tobacconist, it's not just like premium cigars that I'm just totally infatuated with. I very much like pipe blends and good old-fashioned briar, cob, and some aromatics, English blends, vapors. Pretty much I get with it all, just appreciating it for what it is. band is almost gonna have to act like a Band-Aid. Don't know if we can get that in there. Yeah, see that? It's just wanting to come a little loose on me. Should keep some pectin or something, you know, for that case. Being that I may encounter dryer smokes, and you know, I try to find a way to slide in a little friendly advice. But hey, maybe I'm the only one that's complaining. These aren't too bad. These are like $2.89 up there, so I tend to rock with these. I'll get my hands on a couple, and it's hard to keep my hands off of them. Just sitting back watching reviewers, you know, Tim, Cigar Daily, my man Cigar Hound Dog, BJ over at Pick Jimmy. Gosh, why am I like drawing blanks right now? I mean, we miss you, Brian, from the Cigar Obsession. I still go over to Rumble. I catch him there. I catch Martina Maya over there. I catch Cigar Prop mainly over there. Kevin, he's a real solid dude. I've actually had some correspondence back when he was still up around this way. You know, on Facebook and stuff. I've just like asked him questions, and he's gotten back with me. He's a real solid dude. Man, Lee Mag 912. Come on, family. Today is a wonderful day. And it really is. And you know, like, I love the vibes that he gives off. I love how he knows the cigars and stuff, but he hits you, you know, right where everything really matters. And you know, a lot of times when we sit back and we enjoy a cigar, it's our time for reflection and our time for taking things in that is most important in life, rearranging, reassessing, analyzing things, you know, plan your work and work your plan. That's all I pretty much do from everything. Like with me, it's like some people can like daydream and it's like totally fantasy, but you know, I could take off in my mind and in my imagination, and it's a form of planning. I almost see it as like manifestation, you know, the law of magnetism, like attracts like, birds of a feather. So if I keep planning my work and working my plan, you know, eventually I'll be in a space where I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm content with the people around me. And you know, like I left the tobacco retail side of things to go off to factory work, CNC, G-code programming, stuff like that. And I was making like $8-9 more on the hour. Absolutely hated it. Although my tobacconist side was, you know, I was also like kind of like the manager, so I really didn't dig that for all the other products and everything else that I had to deal with that I lost interest in. Once it became, you know, premium tobacco, cigars and pipes, I just wanted to be in a setting that was just focused on that. And it wasn't until I left. I also left, you know, we'll be real about it, I left a 5-year plan too. with the ability to stream that into 2.5, and it's been close. It hasn't even been that, and they're beyond target. So kudos to them, man. I ain't got nothing but love, for the way other people would have had this stepped up and stepped in. But you can't duplicate passion. This is something that I'm never gonna stop learning about. It doesn't matter sometimes how much experience and how much time you have in the game, but it's how hard you go in it, and where you see yourself and where you place yourself within that. Because some people get a big head. To the point like they, to save face, they'll blatantly lie. They'll blatantly tell untruths and deceive people in order to make themselves appear as they wish that they were in their minds. I ain't quite got the window units in here, so it's kind of hot. So I'm gonna jump up real quick and turn this main light off and see if that doesn't drop the temperature a little bit. But yeah, first thing in the morning before the sun gets to cooking good, I'm gonna see about putting that thing in the window. Cause listen, Jack, I can't be baking when I'm, cooking my stogie, So I'll be right back. Yeah, that's a little better already. Just the phone drop. There we go. We're gonna have to do something like that. Cause that's just not gonna work. Actually looking at it, I'm surprised it worked that long, trying to balance a little stand type of thing on the arm of the couch. But tonight is just that normal wind down type of thing. I like to sit back and watch YouTube, some reviews. Man, Steve Cigar, huge inspiration to me. I got to speak with him quite in depth, at one of the trade shows, and quite hit it off. My number one hero, of course, no question about it, it's probably JD, Jonathan Drew over at Drew Estate. I was supposed to meet with him that year. There was some real funny stuff that went down with the people that I was with, the company, the store that I was involved in, to where they didn't want that to happen. He was basically up on the top floor. If you've ever been to some of these conventions, Drew Estate does it real big. They had like a private lounge up top, and he was kind of near the banister, and we said, hey, what's up, JD? And we just had exchanged a few words, and he's like, yo, what's your name, bro? And I'm like, DJ. And he's like, DJ, okay. Tomorrow, when the show opens up, just bypass everything, come straight here. I want to bring you up here. I'm gonna talk to you, And that was like, man, that was like the most indescribable feeling of awe and just like, wow, I can't believe he singled me out. He saw me for a split second, and for somebody that to be responsible behind to be the brainchild behind such a big force and factor, and really the first main movement that I connected with, and then when getting to hear him talk, he's very intelligent, but he doesn't sound like he's coming, out of Yale or Brown or, some type of Ivy League school. He has a level of like who he is, and he just does it. And you can see this like with the #1 selling cigar, the Acid Cuba and stuff, and the Acid line, and how you've got people that really like them, like super fanboys, and then people that don't like them. It's not my thing, it's not my cup of tea, but it helped me come in to traditional cigars and tasting tobacco, and it helped me come into that with no question. And the amount of people that I've helped along their way into like really being able to get the fullness and develop themselves into true cigar enthusiasts. We ain't gonna say aficionado, that's kind of like played out, and I think there's like a stigma of like cufflinks and the whole nine, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm trying to build myself to. I mean, look, I come up how I come up. That ain't got nothing to do with anything, because this right here, this industry, the people, the business, it transcends so many things. Like I've never seen anything like it, like it can bring all races, religions. It can bring, different financial backgrounds together. We can have blue collar guys in the lounge as well as like very successful businessmen. This is one of the few industries that I know where, morals and, just being upright, being of sound character, and a handshake still means something. Your word and a handshake still means something in this industry, and we've got to keep it that way. We have to guard our reputation. We have to guard our character. It's almost like we're the last of the real men and women. Everything ain't always how it seems, the way that a lot of different media outlets and just different things in society is going to portray us and to portray actually our products. We got to fight through that, but we have to do that in a gentlemanly fashion. We have to do that righteously, so to speak. My old lady gonna be mad, but she get it now. All you need to do is get your old lady smoking. She dropped that ash on her a couple times. She dropped that ash pack on her a couple times. But it's just like a game after that, and I tend to leave that on longer than necessary, like a lot of people believe building your ash and, does a lot of stuff. It does, but then it also has its negatives too, Maybe that's something that I can get into in a video, or maybe we can get a collaboration going on, some type of, panel of guys that want to get together and smoke or something. Because, hey, some of us out here in the wilderness where it ain't nothing but cigarettes and it ain't nothing but, blunts and whatever. I've made my mistakes along the way, not to be repeated again, only to be learned from. So, that being said, I just want to wish everybody, peace and love, man. Togetherness, unity, help each other out. And not overextend, like helping somebody doesn't mean you allow them to not help themselves, like we get, you got to make sure people put in the work, that people have, the necessary things in place that is their responsibility to. But I definitely need y'all help into building this up. I ain't got nothing really to do to connect myself, and I'm sure there's other people out there like me. So we could bring this together, you know. Like, I've got all types of ideas that I'm sure will come into fruition, because I'm just not that person to just lay back and not work for it, not continue to hold that drive to achieve things. You know, there's a lot of things. Mobile cigar lounge. You know, we've been getting into ordering our own whole leaf tobacco, and doing everything traditionally, you know, from the molds and the whole 9 yards, into trying to get our hand into blending, and, you know, in turn that helps us learn different things about different countries and stuff. And you know, I'm sure I'll be in this industry, in this business, for a very long time to come, you know, God willing, that my health and, you know, holds up, and that, you know, I'm permitted to chase my dreams, because that's what this country's about, and that's what this life's about. You know, I'd rather make $11 an hour. Anybody in a retail tobacco store, even from there, you know, I can, I'm very relaxed right now and stuff. So, you know, my voice and my tone and stuff may be off-putting to some people, but I'm telling you, customers deal with me, and they will come back just to have that experience, because my customers, I'm not gonna sell them something just to make some type of profit margin that I'm trying to hit. I'm gonna sell them something to give them the best experience in spending their money as possible, and the best experience in the products that they are purchasing. And in turn, that creates a relationship that is very loyal in both ways. And I can't say that any of my customers, and especially repeat customers, aren't true friends, you know, that could come to me in a time of need, because, you know, they're in need, and I'm providing that for them, that service. So that's a responsibility and a trust. So, man, I'm gonna go ahead and just kick back and watch, you know, Steve Saka and Tim from Cigars Daily, or some Ron Real Cowboyism or something, and just chill and just watch, you know, brothers and sisters just be at peace and be at ease of mind and doing something that they love to do. And that's all we're trying to do. So from over here at the Cigar Scene, y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll see you soon.